everyone, it's Jen. So today we're going to do a mix of some cardio and strength. All I'm going to use for equipment is a mat or a towel. You can use a towel if you're on plush carpet, and a stability band. So most bands you see have the handles on it. Mine's a little different, doesn't have handles. If you have the handle one, it works the same way. You can use it. If you have one of just the loop bands, though, that will work too. If you don't have a band, you can definitely use your body weight on some of this, and you can also use something like a water jug for resistance, or a heavy object in your house, such as maybe a detergent bottle. That's always a good one. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm just gonna set the band down and we're gonna just get warmed up here, march it out. All right, just step side to side, hands on hips. Just getting those legs warmed up. Now we're just gonna tap and reach overhead. Keep the tap going and just reach across your body. Get in a nice stretch along your back. Bring it back up overhead. Two, one, bring it in, march it out. Now we're just gonna bring our knees up a little bit higher, pull it down, get a little bit deeper in that hip flexor. Four more. Two, one, back to a march. Bring it out wide. Bring it back in. One more time out wide. Hold it here. Just gonna squat, reaching down and up. Keep that chest up. Four more. So just step it into lunge position, hold it there, give me 8 lunges. One more, switch sides, same thing other side. One, bring it back to a march. Now just step and open up that chest, pull that heel up in the back. Four, three, two, one, back to that march. I'm gonna roll those shoulders forward. Roll them back. All right, take a deep breath in and exhale. So for our first cardio, I am going to use the band. It is optional. You do not have to use it. So I'm doubling mine just because mine's a little thinner. Actually, I'm not gonna double it. So what you're gonna do is your feet are just going forward and back. I'll turn sideways so you can see me. While you're doing that, we're gonna open up our arms, pulling it back at shoulder height. So you're just running the feet, opening your arms. So you do it with your sync. If you want to do it every time you switch your feet, pull it open, you can. You can do it every other one. If your back gets too tight, just drop those arms. So arms out, here we go. Keep going. You're halfway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, march it out. Bring that heart rate down a little, grab sips of water if you need it. So now we're gonna just take the band. We're gonna bring it under our feet. So both feet in the band. We're gonna keep tension on that band and we're going to squat. When you come up, side leg raise. Squat, out to the side. So you should feel that resistance with that band when you're doing that. If you don't have a band, you can just squat with leg lift. Here we go. Squat, lift. So keep tension on that band when you come down in the squat. Keep going. We have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So we're going to keep that band underneath our feet. We're going into bicep curls. So you might need to bring your feet a little bit closer depending on how much tension your band has. Or you might need to take one foot out even if it has too much tension. So palms facing in, we're just going to hammer curl. So 8 singles, 8, 7. You can substitute weights or 2 weighted objects. Bring it up halfway, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, pulse again. Relax, pulse again. One more set, pulse again. 8 singles, 8, 7. Keep tension on that band, keep that core nice and strong. Last one, good job. So we're gonna stay with our feet inside the band and we're just gonna spread our feet a little bit wider. And we're going to do side bends with the band, working on that core and those oblique muscles. If you have a weighted object, you're just going to put the weight in the opposite hand. So if you're bending left, the weight should be in the right hand. So we're going to start off with bends to the right. Here we go. 8, 7, 8. Keep going. So keep that core nice and strong. We have 8 more. Make sure you keep those shoulders in alignment. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Same thing. Switch hands with that weight if you're holding the weight. Just make sure you're not bending forward. Those shoulders aren't rolling forward. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So let that band up. So we're going to go back to another cardio exercise. So this time I'm just going to lay the band out as kind of a guide. You don't even really need the band if you don't want it. But what we're going to do is crisscross jump. So you're going to crisscross over, jump into a squat. Crisscross, jump into the squat. So your feet are crossing left forward, squat, right forward, squat. So I'm just kind of using the band as a guide. You, like I said, you don't even really need it. If you don't want to jump it, just tap out, squat. another option for you. So make sure you're alternating which foot's in front each time. Left one time, right another. So as you can see, it's very windy out here, so I'm just going to set that band aside actually. Here we go. Crisscross, squat. Keep going. We have 8 more. And 1. Good job. March it out. Grab some water if you need it. And grab that band. This time we're going to step on the band and we're going to do band walks. So you're going to pull the band up so you have tension. If you have a really light band, you might be able to pull it up to your shoulders. Otherwise, you might just want to pull it up to your upper thighs, hips. I don't want to see the band go slack. No slacking on that band. So we're just going to step side to side. So just step. Now 2 steps to the left, 2 steps right. So you just added 1 step each way. Now 4 steps. 3, 2, 1. 4 back the other way. 4 steps. 4 steps. 4. 4 each way. This is our last set of 4. Back to 2 steps. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Single steps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. Relax it. So you should feel that on your outer hips. You can reach that leg across, sit back in it. That'll get right good into that stretch there if you need to stretch it out a little. So we're going to bring the band into a front raise. You can put 1 foot, 2 feet. You use that to adjust your tension. And we're just going to bring the band up to shoulder height, starting with single lifts. I'm just going to show you with the jug. If you have a jug or a weight, you can do a single weight very easily the same way. Here we go. Singles. Bring it up, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, singles. Bring it up, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Back to singles. Last set. 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Relax it. All right, so we're going to bring it down to the mat for our core exercises with the band. So we're going to roll it over to our back, and we're going to crisscross the band. So put it around your feet, crisscross it. If you have a band with handles, they tend to roll off of your feet easier, so just make sure you kind of keep your toes pointed out so the band does not roll off. So all we're gonna do is keep tension on the band. We're gonna go back into the sit up, come up. That's all you're doing, but I want you to make sure that band has tension the whole time. Don't ever let it go slack. Here we go. So back, up. When you come up, you should be sitting nice and tall, shoulders back. Yep, 8 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Of course, you can hold a weight instead of using the band on those for extra resistance. Probably should have said that before we started. I'm going to bring it back up and go into another cardio. So we are going to hold on to the band this time. What we're going to do is just keep tension on it. So it doesn't have to be a lot of tension, and we're going to just tap side to side. But I do want you to keep a little, if you're using the band, if you want to use a lightweight, you can, just to work those shoulders, get a little workout in those shoulders as you're doing this cardio. So your feet, you're just step tapping in the back. You can add a little hop with it. The wider you go, the more you're going to get out of it. So here we go. Don't let that band go slack. We're going to pick up the speed a little. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. March it out. So if you don't feel like you got your heart rate up enough, if you do this again, just start off at a faster pace with it. Put the band down, grab a heavier weight to do it. All right, so we're gonna go into triceps. And all we're gonna do with triceps are kickbacks. So you know a normal kickback, if you're using a weight or a jug back, keep that elbow in. Same concept, but we're going to use the band. So I am just going to do one arm at a time. I'm going to double up my band. If you have a band that has a lot of tension, you can just use one side. You don't have to double it up. Every band's different. You can actually put both feet in the band if you need to add tension to it. Lots of options to adjust it. So keep that elbow in, hinged at the hip, shoulders back, back is flat. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, bring it up, pulse. Singles again. 2, 1, bring it back, pulse. One more set, singles. Don't let it go slack. Pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. You should feel that in the back of that arm there. So we're just going to switch sides. Other side, same exact thing. So if you have super light weights or a super light band, you can do both arms through the entire exercise rather than splitting it up like we are. Here we go. 8, 2, 1, bring it up, pulse. Keep that elbow in. 4, 3, 2, 1, singles. 4, 3, 2, 1, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set, singles. Good job. And I just realized after we did that cardio, we didn't do our lower body first. But don't worry, we're gonna get that right now. So what we're going to do is we're gonna get into a lunge position, but I want the band in the back, on the back foot. So we're going to lunge. You're gonna lunge, bring that foot up in the back. So you wanna make sure you have a good grip on it so it doesn't roll off of your toe. You can keep your foot flexed. So when that foot comes up, it should not be bending like this. You wanna lift it up straight. You're getting into that hamstring and glute muscle doing this. Here we go. So lunge, lift. Eight more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to flip it around. Other leg, same thing. Step through here. Just make sure that band's on there good so it doesn't roll up and puff you. I have had that happen, and it's not a pleasant feeling. Here we go. So lunge. We have 8 more. All right, we're going to bring it down to the mat again for core. So we are going to take the band and wrap it around our feet again. Crisscross it. You just want to make sure you have enough tension on it. So what we're going to do is Russian twist. So we're just rotating side to side and using that band for resistance. Again, watch it on your feet. Point those toes slightly forward so the band doesn't roll off and pop you in the face. I know I keep saying that. You can tell I'm learning. I know this by experience. Keep those shoulders back. You can bring the heels up if you can manage to keep the band on it. Keep those shoulders back, chest up. Here we go. 8, 7, 6. Full rotation to the side. Now we're going to stay to one side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Singles again. Pulse to one side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Good job. We have one more round. So grab that band. We're going to hold on to it for our cardio if you want to, of course. So this time we're not going to pull the band, we're just going to use it, keep a little resistance on it. And all we're doing are plyo jacks with it. So you can do regular jacks, you can tap out if you don't want to do a plyo jack. A plyo jack, you're just coming out into a wide squat, back up. And we're just going to move the band up and down. So you don't need to pull it out each time, like we did on the Running Man at the beginning, but I don't want to see the bands going like this either. You want to keep tension on them. Here we go. Keep going. One more set. 8, 7. And 1. Good job. All right. So we're going to bring it back to our last leg exercise. So we're going to bring it back to a squat, but this time when we squat, rather than that leg coming straight out to the side, we're going to bring it back at an angle. So not straight back, it's not coming straight back, it's not coming out to the side, it should be at a slight angle. So again, no, whoops, no, no, back at an angle. So you're just getting deeper into that hip. Let's see if I can get my foot on here. So we're going to squat and alternate leg lifts. And we're going to do some leg lift pulses. Here we go. So squat, lift out at an angle, 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 angle. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now just bring it in pulse. 8, 7. Other side. Keep it back at an angle. Back to squat alternating. Keep that angle. 4 more. Last one. Now pulse. Other side. 2 and 1. Good job. So we're going to keep our feet in the band. Again, you can decide 1 foot, or 2 feet. So all we're going to do is bring the band out and do little shoulder circles going forward. We might take a small break, maybe not, and then go backwards. If you're at home, just grab 2 light objects. You don't want anything too heavy because this will hit you very quick. 2 canned goods of food. Rather, we're going to be closer to our body. You can hold them out a little bit further, not all the way up, but almost out, like somewhere between all the way up and down at an angle. I promise you, you do not need a lot of weight for this. All right, if you have your band, bring it out. Make sure you keep tension on it the whole time. They're not gigantic circles, they're little bitty circles. Going forward, arms out, here we go. Keep going, keep those shoulders back. Circle the other way, keep going. Just reverse your circle. You're halfway. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Relax it. All right, we're going to bring it down to the mat for our last exercise. Another core exercise. So we're going to bring our legs up, knees bent, and we're just going to lay the band across our legs. You want to keep tension on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to crunch up, pull down 2 times. Crunch up, 1, 2. That's all we're doing. Here we go. Crunch, pulse, pulse, down, crunch, pulse, pulse. Keep that going. So your shoulder blades should be off the ground when you're doing the little pulses. We have 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse, pulse. Good job. All right. Bring it up. We're going to stretch it out. So just step it side to side for a second. Heart rate's not too high. We did a lot of strength training. Not a ton of cardio today. Just lunge it side to side. All right, bring it to the middle. Bring those arms out. Get a nice stretch of that upper back. Bring one arm across. Bring it back. Relax it, other side. Bring it back. Relax it. So we're gonna just bring it, our hands to knees, just roll it down, pull it back up. One more time, roll it down. Now reach your shoulder in. Other side. Bring it all the way down to the ground. Get a nice stretch of those hamstrings. Roll it up. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Thank you everyone for joining me. Hope to see you again next week.